Hello and welcome back to the 3am talks with Outdoor Masters, but it's not actually 3am, because actually it's 9:05 p.m. As usual, I'm joined by my co-hosts Emily,
Oh, hi.
Matt,
The strongest defense is a swift and decisive offense.
and Nick.
Well, hello there, General Kenobi.
You are
Well
a bold-
guys, here's my real question. Did you guys study for the test?
I have a better question.
Oh,
Do you consider
What's the
jacking off a
test?
sport?
I have not considered any of those questions. Shit.
what just happened? I missed all of that.
Look, you
Right.
don't
Me in
ask.
class.
Yeah, you should have been in class, Emily.
Sorry, but in other terms, I did study for
So you studied for the test, but you didn't know what we were on about then? What on
What studying did you do,
earth are
dude?
we going to be talking about here?
No, I didn't.
Today
like,
we're
when-
talking about... What are we talking about again?
Look, have you guys been paying much attention to the news recently?
Yes.
Of course you have.
I wake up every morning, and the first thing I do is I
Nice.
go to the news app that comes on like your Apple phone, and I read it.
Of course you do.
I
Call me
dabble in a
a
little bit
grandma.
of news here and there.
Alright, so there's been a few developments over this past week since we last recorded. Well, first of all, we lost a great one. We've lost
Chadwick.
Chadwick Boseman.
Bozeman.
Moment of silence, guys.
Alright, cool, that's long enough.
Wakanda's nice.
Black
Wakanda's
Panther
great.
wasn't all that good of a movie in reality.
It was a great movie.
I know, I'm taking the piss, it was pretty good.
Wait, this is okay. I'm actually gonna get so much hate for this, but I don't think I've actually ever like properly watched.
Alright, okay,
Black
that's it for
Panther.
today. That's it for this week. We had to
Thank you guys for watching.
Thanks for
Emily's
watching.
been
Emily's
kicked off the
ruined
show.
it.
Yeah.
We have
Next week we'll be joined
having
by
a new
two
co-host.
co-hosts.
Yeah, so, who's sending the assassin?
What do you
So
mean?
applications-
We don't need to bother with an
applications
assassin,
for,
Fucking blow up our house.
The-
Problem solved.
No, I'm just gonna
applications
go
for a
anyway,
new
it's okay.
for a new co-host.
Yeah, there's a link
now,
down below to a Google Forms. We'll just be accepting applications there.
Any other questions? Send me a DM.
Yeah, DM us.
Yeah,
No,
Emily,
this is like a
thanks for the-
perfect time
thanks for
to
the journey.
plug our Instagram.
Oh, true. Yep.
Oh,
we have
yeah,
an Instagram. What's
Yeah,
the
it's,
app? Just wanna be at?
We'll
Wait,
put
what's it called again?
the applications up. It's 3 a.m. but it's not 3 a.m.
You can tell how invested
We'll
I
leave
am
the
in
at.
this podcast.
We'll leave the at in the description. But anyway,
Yeah.
Back to the
check
news.
the description below.
well,
Let's get right into the news.
it was Friday. It was was
Oh.
it Thursday? It was Thursday that we had the storms, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we had some massive
we're on a
storms down here in
call,
Melbourne.
and you could hear the wind outside.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
Audio.
pretty sure it came through the mic.
Oh no, it definitely
Yeah.
did. It definitely
No,
did.
it did. It did.
And now
I had my
essentially the
window
water's
open.
haunted.
Yep. There is now gastro and COVID-19 in the water. To put it lightly, the storm damaged the filter processes
It
that
didn't-
usually happen.
It
for
didn't
our
actually
water.
damage the process. It just left the plant offline for a while, so unclean
Oh,
water
okay.
could filter in.
So
So basically,
and they
poo-poo
haven't
water
fixed
came
it.
into the system, and then it went to people's houses. And if you drink it, you get gastro, and then that's
Yeah,
not
because
very
it's still in. It's
Well,
still
not
in-
100%.
Oh, you have the chances of getting gastro.
However, if you
Yeah.
drink
Yeah.
4 liters, you're probably screwed.
You know, that's the thing I've been saying. Like, you're all invited to my funeral because I drank this tall glass of water from the tap.
No, rip.
I'm currently going on 6 liters, trying for 7.
Nice.
Trying to be my
I think
PB.
yeah. The biggest
Sometimes
issue
it
people
can
have
be
had
like
with this
that.
situation.
Matt, you've got to play saxophone at my funeral.
Yeah,
Matt playing the sax.
Hey, I play clarinet for 2 years. I have some chance of knowing what to do.
They're different instruments.
You're not
No.
allowed to take lessons.
I bet. I won't.
Rock up.
I remember how
saxophone
to.
will
I
do
remember
that.
how to blow on a reed instrument, and that's all I need to know.
Well,
I'll
he'll
whip
work it
up
out.
my euphonium skills once again.
Yeah,
Odds
and,
on Matt
Mitch-
just playing the
Mitch
Cantina
has
band
to
the entire
accompany
time.
on the guitar.
If I knew the Cantina band, you best believe that would be the only thing I play.
I do not doubt that at all.
We are here to say goodbye to Nick. All here is.
Oh yeah, speaking of funerals, Chadwick's not gonna get a proper funeral, is he?
It is the US, so
Oh,
Yeah, they're a lot
Yeah,
lighter.
it is. They're not.
So,
yeah,
he's-
looser
So
restrictions.
it's just. I think they're just having. I think that's on Twitter or something. They're just having family or something like that.
Yeah, in general, it'll be
Yeah.
a private funeral.
Yeah, they usually
for just the
are.
family. There
Well-
might be like a memorial, like put up online and stuff
Mm.
like that. Like
I didn't even
virtually,
realize he
but-
had this thing. He had it for 4 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
it
had
was a long
colon
time.
cancer for 4 years.
Yeah, and then
Mm.
when they found it, it was already stage 3, so he was already
Yeah, he was pretty much
he
terminal.
knew he didn't have much left.
Yeah, that's
And yeah, 43.
not a fun way.
So, like some people were like, "Damn, for 43, he looks so young." But at the same time, dying at 43 to colon cancer, that's a young age.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like my pa's been suffering from colon cancer, and his dad died from it at a pretty late age, rather than 42.
Yeah,
Mm.
true. It's just, I guess it works different for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I guess because they didn't find his until it was already stage 3, and it's hard to go back from that.
Yeah, once you're hitting sort of those stage, you're in some trouble.
Yeah, well, speaking of the US and United States and all that, they're back. The cops are back at it again. Hell yeah! Don't we love it?
Oh,
Oh.
The man got shot 7 times in the back, in front of his
Yeah, what
kids.
was his name
an
again?
African
Jacob
let me,
Blake.
Let me explain
Yeah,
that.
Jacob Blake. My
Let me
God.
explain that a bit better. African American man was shot in a police officer in the back 7 times when he was trying to get into his car after separating 2 women from having an argument.
Mm. Yeah, so yeah, that's like 6 shots of overkill and 6 shots
Yeah.
of brutality.
It just wasn't fucking needed.
Like, you
Once
don't need to shoot him
again,
in the first place, but
Yeah,
if you're
I've
gonna shoot
seen-
him, don't shoot him 7 times.
I've heard people say, like, we don't know the situation, but there doesn't need to be a comprehensive account of the situation for us to
He-
know that he shouldn't have been shot 7 times.
Yeah,
he shouldn't have been shot at all. The police don't have. They shouldn't be killing people.
the
Exactly.
only
So
thing I've
period.
heard is that
Until-
apparently there was a knife in the car, but
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
haven't
Yeah,
heard that from a
they-
proper
yeah.
source, but I don't really know.
Once they investigated his vehicle, they found a knife within the car. And that's sort of now there are evidence of like, well, look, he had a weapon, but it's like he clearly
excuse.
hadn't had the chance to grab that knife
Mm.
in the first place anyway.
As soon as he opened that door, he was gone. So there's no excuse to say, "Oh yeah, there was a knife in the
Yeah.
car." Well, it's not going to do much damage in the car, is it?
Mm-mm.
But yeah, American Police Department, great
Yeah.
people.
I suppose that's the problem after all, because if you commit a crime, you should not be shot.
Mm.
No,
You
Yeah,
can be
no.
guilty
Unless-
and still.
yeah. Unless he had a fucking AK-47 out there and was shooting at them, they should never have shot
Yeah.
him back.
Unless there
Basically
is an
doing a terrorist
absolute
attack, yeah.
direct threat to another person's life, no matter who it is, there's no reason to take someone's life.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Have you guys seen the infographics about that kid, the 17-year-old kid?
Yeah.
who-
Oh, the guy was like
Yeah.
running around with an AR.
He killed 2 people and was walking past cops with an AR in his hand, and they let him go. They said, asked
Yeah.
him what he's doing. He said, "I'm going home." And then there was
Apparently,
a-
they even offered him water.
yeah, exactly.
What?
And there was a comparison where a 12-year-old kid was out in his front yard of his home playing with a fake gun. You could tell it was a fake
Bloody
gun.
arrested.
Police
Oh,
pulled
yeah.
up. Police pulled up and shot
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shot him. Okay.
Yeah, they shot him. A
Yeah,
12-year-old
no,
kid. with a
yeah.
fake
I
gun.
thought it
remember
was just
that story.
arresting,
But
but no,
the
I forgot it's
17-year-old
America.
No,
A 17-year-old could walk through the suburbs. Like, he was walking through the suburbs with a
Yeah, real live gun
Yeah.
that he shot.
Yeah, AR-15.
and he killed 2
Mm.
people.
Okay, look, let me just bring it up here. He's white. Who gives a shit?
literally,
Yeah.
that's how it works.
Yeah. I think we should mention that these are like spread through word of mouth and social media and stuff like that, but I don't think the accuracy would be off to the point where these situations were entirely
Blown out of
Falsified.
proportion.
Mm.
Well, speaking of mass shootings and just shooting in general, did you guys hear about the Christchurch shooter?
Oh,
Life
what's up, Captain?
sentence with no parole. Let's go. Round of applause.
Nice,
what
nice.
was that?
So do you remember hearing about the Christchurch massacre?
Yeah, yeah, I
An Australian
remember
went over to New Zealand
Yeah,
and shot a bunch
Yeah, I
of
remember
people.
that.
He is finally being given a life sentence. It's New Zealand's first ever life sentence,
First ever
I
without
believe.
parole. Yeah, there's
And
been, I
yeah,
think there's been
he's
a couple
got no
before.
parole.
Good
Yeah,
on him.
So
Nice.
he is rotting in
so-
jail.
Him's just gonna sit there for like the next 60 years ish.
Yeah. I think as well, though, like some people in New Zealand will like send him back to Australia and he can rot in jail over there. And personally, as the fact that he
We
is
don't want
essentially an Australian citizen, you could say that you don't want him. But he's from our country, and I was
True.
like speaking about this with my mum. I'd happily have him fucking stay here and rot in jail here.
Yeah, actually, who cares? What's the
I
difference
mean,
between
I don't really.
In reality, there's no real difference between rotting in jail in New Zealand and rotting in jail in Australia. They're both
Yeah,
sort of
exactly.
equivalent
As
standards.
long as he rots in jail, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess it's sort of a different standpoint if you were a New Zealander
Yeah,
and
fair
he's
enough.
a foreigner coming to your land shooting your fellow citizens. But
Yeah.
eh,
You don't have to spend your taxpayer money in keeping him.
exactly.
Well,
But then
now-
from that point of view, you have Australia.
It was just like, well, he didn't do it in our country, so why are we dealing with him?
True.
Well, no,
but
I
yeah,
mean more
again,
like the founding of Australia.
Mm.
Well, now that we move back to Australia, will come something a bit more local. Melbourne recorded its first number of cases under 100 today.
Woohoo!
Hell
back
yeah.
down to
That's like
it.
how many months has it been for that? Like at least 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
nah, only like 8 months since, because like, it
Oh
only really
yeah,
spiked
yeah.
up.
We've only been in this lockdown for like 4.
True. Oh yeah, because it wasn't like I remember it was like the first week of school holidays.
That's when it started to
Yes.
pick up a little
The
bit.
other holidays, it was like I remember one day it was 75 cases.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, and people were freaking out over that.
Oh yeah, when it hit 75, everyone actually started fucking panicking.
Mm.
I was in the city with some friends and we saw the news notification and we were looking at each other like, oh,
This
thank
is not
God we
very
I
decided
fog.
love
to.
I love
Well,
how
we decided to wear masks that day, so it was somewhat helpful.
Mm.
I love
Yeah,
how
I was.
people were
I was
freaking out
out
how
of
it was
Melbourne at that time.
75.
I
I know people were
and then-
freaking out how it was 75, and next thing you know, we're in 400, and people still going out the street without masks on. And
Oh, we
Yeah.
got up to like
Yeah,
500
I'm like,
cases one day.
exactly, and people
Mm.
just like didn't care as much as the one that was 75, even though it's like
You know.
triple or double that number.
Some
Which is like-
moron broke the 5-kilometer rule just to like go get butter chicken in the city.
I
was
saw
like,
that.
"Dude, what the
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
is butter
Dumbass.
chicken?
No,
You know, dumbass word,
I'm
you know
in this
what?
like, I'm in this Facebook group, and it's like VB appreciation, right? And there's these limited time promo, like massive tumblers of VB, and people were going out past the 5-kilometer line because it was only available in selected areas.
Oh.
Hmm. It's just the logic some people have going on in their heads, and they generally don't see the problem that they're causing. It stuns me how just selfish people can be without even actually realizing how selfish they are being.
And just ignorant and generally stubborn.
Yeah,
They just go off the
Well-
basis. It's like, oh, no one else is doing it, so if I do it, it's fine because I'm the only one doing it, and then everyone thinks that, and then
Yeah.
Mm.
everyone's like,
Yeah. It's like when we had the first wave, panic buying. Someone just thought, oh, maybe I should grab a couple extra things. Then someone else saw them doing that, and everyone followed along. It's like one
Yeah.
person does it, and then it's a chain reaction.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a very selfish mentality.
I guess that's just what humans are. Though, like everyone does it. Whether
Yeah. I
remember-
you decide to
yeah.
or not, really, you don't really realize you're doing it.
Okay,
like,
but
most
guys,
people
Yeah.
don't realize
A
they're doing
massive honking jug of VB.
It's piss. Everyone likes a good piss up.
Yeah.
Are you telling
Yeah,
me you
it.
wouldn't like a
Speaking
good
of
piss up?
piss-ups, you see the guy I saw it on Instagram the other week. A guy, a kebab shop owner. I think it was in Australia. Got fined $600 having a rave in his kebab shop.
Like one of
Of
those
course.
little roadside kebab shops.
It was like
In
it
his
was like
kebab shop.
yeah. So it was a night time, and so it was a normal night. Like it wasn't like planned crave or anything, but a bunch of people came at one time, and they're all like 20s, like sort of early
Yeah.
20s, mid. And then he was playing music, and then one of them asked, "Oh, can you put a different song on?" So then can we put a song request on? So we did it. Next thing you know, store gets flooded, and there's a bunch of fucking pissed 20-year-olds just all having a fucking party in his kebab shop. And then next thing you know, he got fined $6,000 for it all.
I mean,
It's a funny.
Man, that's tragic.
human
Yeah.
nature for you.
I think it was in like Queensland. I think
It doesn't surprise
Yeah.
it wasn't
I-
Victoria or New South.
There was some, it might have been in Australia, I could be wrong. Some teens started having like a sort of in-house sort of party thing going on, and some moron decided to post a video on Facebook, and someone called the cops on them.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I see that.
Jake
Yeah.
Paul.
This is Team 10.
This is Team 10, bitch. We're spreading COVID.
Do they still exist, or did they all like disband?
They disbanded a while
It's been
ago,
a while
actually.
ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
You guys,
Yeah.
did you ever see that show on I think it was like ABC or Kids, whatever it's called. It was like this lizard. It lives in the desert. Has to try and fight. It had to try and like find food every episode. Do you ever see it? It's like Oscar or
Rango?
something. No, it wasn't the
It's
movie. It's a,
Rango.
it's a show. No, it was a show, and I didn't realize like my younger cousins loved it, and it's made by Team 10. I'm like, damn, I just lost all respect for this show.
No.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, they
No.
had a show.
No.
What?
What?
No.
I'm gonna search
I
it
have
up.
to. Yeah. What
Okay, we're
the-
gonna have
I'll
to
search
search
it
that
I'll
up.
tell you what it's called.
Okay,
Um,
okay, you're gonna have to. We're gonna have to look back into this because we're gonna move
They-
on from here. We're gonna
Was
move
it
on
an
to
animation?
Yeah. It's an animated show.
There's no way they wouldn't even
yeah,
understand.
true. It's gonna be a different
No.
Team 10.
It can't. It'll be a different Team 10.
Yeah,
Yeah,
What other
sure.
Team 10s are there?
I don't know. Animation company.
Yeah, Team 10 House, whatever the fuck they really are called. Who gives a shit, really? They're
Turns out it
not
was
the
actually
only
Team Ben.
Team 10.
Turns out it was actually Ben 10.
I knew it was going to turn into that.
Well, anyway, moving on from there, moving us
Oh,
back a
wait,
little
I
bit
found
towards
it.
human nature.
Wait.
Oh, wait, okay, never mind,
Matt is
Matt,
It was
Yeah.
called. It was called Oscar's Oasis. and it
Oscar's
was,
Oasis. Hold
Oh,
on, let me
no.
get my phone up. Let me have a look.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me get a little bit of cash. Let me get a little bit of money. Let me have a look at the moolah.
Let
I
me-
love
let me
how
look
Mitch's
into
attempts
who
to
made it.
segue into a different topic.
Yeah, I know, I've been
because
shot
we
down
talked
3
about it
times.
Twice.
No, I've been
Three
shot
Oh,
down
times.
3
that's
times.
100% a.
Oh, there it is. Oscar's Oasis.
That's such a like knockoff of Rango, if I've ever.
Oh my god, it actually is though.
I
He
think. Wait,
looks
what's
so much like Rango.
Wait, don't
No,
kill me, but
actually,
what's Rango?
Oscar's Oasis came out before Rango did. Rango came out in 211. Oscar's Oasis came out in 210.
What is Rango?
Ooh.
Rango is the
it's
movie
like
that-
It's a Johnny Depp film.
It's the lizard cowboy one.
where he's a
The
chameleon,
chameleon.
Yeah.
and he gets lost in the desert.
They gotta hunt for the water because someone's stealing the water.
Huh.
It's
There's your
actually not
plot
a bad
synopsis.
film.
No, it's not.
I remember the
No,
first
I
time I
don't wanna
watched it,
watch it.
we got a pirated version from Thailand when we took a trip to Thailand.
Oh hell yeah. Damn, piracy's more than just Somali.
Thanks.
So, we're going to use this here as a mode of transport and call it a segue. Moving ourselves back all the way to when we were talking about some human nature before. Got a question for you guys. I've been doing a little bit too much reading.
This ties back into the test. Did
Yeah.
you study for the test?
I hope you guys studied for it because I told you this before. Are humans
I
better
do.
at creating or destroying?
I mean, don't you have to create something to destroy it?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Like this is like sort of what I was like thinking. Like, how do I put it? So like.
Well,
people
you
are-
don't.
No, like I find that like okay, we are good at creating, but a good percent of what we create becomes a product of just pure destruction.
I think humans are best at creating things for destruction.
More
Yeah.
guns.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that makes it like a somewhat a different question. Like I did some like a little bit of like public research on like other people's just like opinion. No, I didn't go to Reddit this time. But a lot of people were like, "Oh, we're good at both." Like it's 50-50. But it's sort of like I don't know. It's hard to say because looking at it like from like a media perspective, we hear so much more about destruction that has basically happened from our past creations rather than hearing about creations and good outcomes from those creations.
Yeah, true.
Oh, definitely. I don't think we can conclusively draw.
Draw an actual
One is
line
the
in the
victor.
sand here.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we can discuss different instances of it.
I suppose an instance involving sort of the whole we create something that destroys is like this is something I had looked at in my philosophy class. Was we last topic we looked at media sort of representations, and I suppose an example of something that's really, really wonderful that we've created is the internet. But so much of the internet is just a destruction of
Correct.
chaos. It's like this black hole of just pure destruction.
It's a destruction of so many things. It's a destruction of human decency, first of all. It's a destruction of, quite frankly, it's a destruction of a lot of language, really.
It's
Of
also
what
a
is the
gateway.
tradition.
It's also a gateway for people to destruct things
Mm.
with their own hands, their own words, voices, I suppose, even though most of the time it's shit like Twitter and people are messaging on Twitter, going off, cancelling the next person, and shit like that.
Mm. Yeah,
Right, well,
because-
that's the thing. It's easier to do that than to create, you know?
Yeah, because it's
destruction's
like
easier
it's like
than
the
creation.
you can't see the person that's behind that computer or that phone or tablet that they're on.
Yeah. I mean, you'd say these things online, but would you ever go up to someone and say, "Oh, you're fucking," I don't know. "Oh no, you said the N-word like one time as a joke 6 years ago. You shouldn't have a career." No one
Yeah.
would actually say that to someone in their face for multiple reasons.
I mean, some people would actually have the guts to do that, and I
Yeah,
think as
true.
well, a lot of people would be able to do that if they actually had, like, essentially good witness to it or something.
Yeah.
Whereas the internet, people can just say what they want and essentially feel the need that they're gonna get away with it. Like the instances later into the early in the year, actually, when there was the whole sort of continuous one after the other allegations of a celebrity doing something criminal to a minor and stuff like that. There
Oh,
was
yeah.
one
But Jeffrey Epstein
situation.
killed himself.
This isn't about Jeff.
Pedophilia solved. Jeffrey Epstein killed
No.
himself.
He didn't kill himself. Trump did it. We know it.
Don't say that.
We
Allegedly.
don't- okay,
Allegedly.
okay. We're clearing that.
No,
we
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know it.
We
No,
do
we
not
don't know
know.
what happened.
As
We
a
do not
joke.
know.
That
It's
was
a
our
joke.
that was our joke. Okay, just like don't fucking.
For
say it,
legal
please.
reasons, that's a joke.
For legal reasons, that's a joke. For legal
Illegal.
reasons, that's a
There's
joke.
currently a
It's
gun to my head.
For serious CIA, please don't kill me. That's a joke.
It's a joke.
No, I can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, there was a situation where when the girls got caught for pretty much lying, their only like essential reasoning or excuse behind it was they wanted to prove a point at how easy it is to lie on the internet. And as much as it's
That's the
an
wrong
absolute
place to do that.
dumb reason to do what they did and stuff like that, they have a point at the same time because they're showing the fact that it actually is easy to lie. Because the second they posted that stuff, everyone was just like on Twitter and stuff like hashtag canceling this celebrity 2020.
Yeah, uh-oh.
That's just
You
cancel
won,
culture.
but
It's
at
just-
what
it's
cost?
Yeah, but here's the thing:
Everything.
is while doing that, it comes back to hurting the actual victims because
Then they're not going
I
to be taken
think
seriously.
Well, more recently, the debate is going on online of do you believe the victim first in their accusation and sort of go, okay, well, we have this, so we're going to go with that, or do you believe the accused when they go and say, I didn't do that on social media through a notes post? Or do you just sort of not believe any side and stand in the middle and go, okay, well, we have this and we have this. Now we need the evidence to prove it and essentially go to court.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
mhm.
see, that's
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
the,
thing with
guilty-
the new internet court. It's changed from being a innocent until proven guilty to now a guilty until proven innocent system. At the moment, you
Yeah.
can
But
just
it's-
accuse anyone,
yeah.
and then there's almost bound to be some people that will pile on with you, and then there'll be some other people that pile on with them. But I mean, I get that at the same time, someone could be guilty of it, but at the same time, they also could be innocent.
Exactly. But it's like difficult because if you get a situation, sort of either side, it's gonna be wrong in a way. Because if you've got people going for the victim and then it turns out the victim was absolute lying, then you have an issue. If you've got people going straight for the accused because they're claiming that they're not guilty and then they turn out to be guilty, it's sort of like you're shutting someone down when they're right and standing up for someone when they're actually wrong.
Yeah, you're sort of like making this behavior acceptable.
See,
Yeah.
I feel like it fringes on being vigilante justice.
Oh yeah, it basically does.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
it's almost literally a violation of human rights. Just trying that, because one of the human rights is literally, in law, it's innocent until proven guilty. This isn't law, which is why which is why it isn't really a violation of human rights, but it's effectively the court of social law.
Well, the whole cancel culture thing that goes on basically under anarchy.
Mm.
There are some governing systems like the companies behind social media sites, for example, but that's on what kind of speech is allowed and
how they're going to police it.
yeah, exactly. Like, what do they let people say and what do they not? Which most of the time is pretty liberal when
most
it
of the
comes
time
to
they
drama.
pretty much allow everything, but
Yeah, except for that one time Trump made that tweet about pretty much telling the police online that they could go and shoot whoever, and Twitter had to censor it.
that was kind of
Twitter,
funny.
in my opinion, Twitter should have deleted the tweet, but they didn't. They just censored it, so you could still actually see it. You just had to click that like consent that you're like over 18 or something. Like,
Yeah, the consent
Nice.
that I won't be offended, basically.
yeah, but they should have removed it. But I get the same time they couldn't, because at the same time Trump was doing his whole "I'm gonna sue the media for depicting me as this evil tyrant" when he pretty much
When he basically
Is
just
behaving
did
like
that
that.
himself.
Words
Yeah,
about
even his own daughter was like, I was watching the news the other day when I think it was before he came out to speak. His own daughter even agreed these tweets were fucked.
Wasn't it was it his wife or was it his daughter that didn't hold his hand as well?
His wife.
wife.
his wife. Yeah.
Okay,
She's done that
Ooh.
multiple times.
Oh.
I think there was like a time in 2016 that was all over the news, and then just the other day it was on the news again, and it was nonstop. And I was like, "We get it. She doesn't actually love him. That's not a surprise." But
Yeah, how do they
leading-
manage to have like how many children now?
Money.
They have
3,
no. There's
4.
5.
What?
There's two daughters.
Isn't it two
See?
daughters and two? I
Or
thought
maybe
there's
it's
two
4.
daughters
There's
and two
two,
sons.
maybe, but I thought there was maybe a 4th son.
Someone Google it.
No, I can't be bothered Googling it.
3rd son. Sorry.
I don't think.
There's
I
a
don't
Donald
think we-
Trump
I don't think we
Jr.,
need to
that's
get
for
into-
sure.
I don't think
Yeah,
we
no,
need
it's definitely Donald Trump
Yeah.
Jr. and he was also like running.
Oh, he
or
has
something.
4. No, he has 5.
Okay, it's 5.
It's Ivanka Trump, Barron Trump, Donald Trump Jr., Tiffany Trump, and Eric.
Okay, so yeah, 3 sons, 2 daughters.
Yep.
Yeah, odds on all of them having been prefects in their school.
They probably don't even go to school. I wouldn't be surprised if they do homeschool.
The only
Yeah,
person
true.
I'd vote for is Byron.
Byron.
Yeah, we love Byron.
We stand. What a queen.
Wait,
Oh,
hold on.
no.
His name isn't Byron, it's Baron.
Oh, shit.
Same thing.
Nice one.
What was the biggest
Cancel me.
controversy? What was the biggest controversy of 2020? Was it Byron or Baron?
It's like,
Emily is
oh
cancelled.
no.
Shit, we're getting
In the
cancelled.
words of our great dictator, Donnie.
In
when
the words of
movie
El
starts,
Presidente.
The shooting starts.
Oh.
Oh no.
No, it's like was it Yenny or Laurel? That thing?
It's
That,
Kofesti.
but is it Baron or Byron?
Oh
But-
god.
Well, no, it's
Yeah.
spelled B-A-R-R-O-N, isn't it?
I don't know. It's probably my terrible eyesight reading things wrong and then pronouncing it wrong because of.
When dyslexia.
No,
But it is Baron. It is Baron. I know it's Baron.
I want to make
This
a
is a
really.
tall boy.
I want to make a really good
He's
transition.
14 and he's like, what was he? 6'2"?
Yeah, 2, I think.
I just wish we
At
could go back to the
14.
old times, honestly.
Like, I wish I was that height and I'm 17 and I'm 5'1". Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, I wish I was that height too. Like I'm 17. I'm
Shut the
63.
fuck up, man.
Matt,
I wish I was
shut
cool,
up. You have no input.
Oh, I wish I could go back to when I was 14. That'd be great. When none of this shit was a problem.
I don't. I'd rather stay 17.
True. I mean, like, you can't tell me there are some things that you wouldn't like to go back to be able to do.
I can
What?
tell you. I am telling you.
I
right
like to
now,
be 8
I don't want
again.
to go back to when I'm 14.
Oh, I'd love to be
Oh.
8. All
That
I'd do
is
is
our
just sit
favorite
around
free for
PS2, Lego Star Wars. That's all
Yeah,
I'd be
it's
doing
like
the
that-
entire time.
I just want to go back to I just want to go to when I'm 18. That's the only age I want to be.
Understandable.
No, I just want to be stuck
but,
at 21 forever. Because you're legal everywhere.
Oh, true. Yeah. In more ways than one. Well, do you guys have any nostalgic moments that just almost bring you to a tear of joy?
I have a
Se-
nostalgic
segue,
moment. that
segue,
brings me
segue.
to the what does segue mean?
Do you guys have a joke?
It's
when
just
you've
what
been,
he just did.
Then
I have a sad nostalgic moment.
well, let's hear it.
The co-creator of Scooby Doo died today at 87.
No!
Actually,
Oh,
this makes like 2020, like everyone was like tweeting, like, oh my god, 2020 is the worst year, this is it, because Chadwick died, and I didn't even know about that.
Everyone's on Chadwick, but then
Shaggy's power level was too high.
the man who shaped most of our childhoods.
Shaggy's
passed
power
away.
level got too high
Yeah.
for even him to handle.
And
Yeah, he picked the fight with Shaggy and he lost.
which was really sad. I found
Yeah,
it
it's a
really
bit of a sad one.
Moment of silence.
Can't have it too long, otherwise I'll think it's an editing break.
No, we just trick people, like the listeners, into thinking, like, wait, hang on, did my laptop turn off or something?
A moment of silence.
Yeah. Pick up from the last speech protocol that we left off at just to mess with people.
Moment of silence. Podcast
was this going
ends.
back to talking about Trump all of a sudden?
There's a record skip.
Oh yeah, so Baron, he's pretty tall.
I think you mean Byron. What a
You guys are gonna not let me go on that one, are you?
Probably not
No.
releasing a couple episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Anyway,
introduce
yeah.
myself as Byron now.
So, Emily, what would you say one of your nostalgic childhood fun moments was?
Fun moment.
Vampire
There's so
Vampire.
many.
Vampire Night.
That's a lie.
Vampire Night. No, I can't talk on too much of that because, like, it doesn't hit as much because I feel like I've never really met anyone else who relates so much to it as I did. Like, when I discovered it in primary school, everyone was like,
Porn?
What the? Is she okay? Why is she watching that? There's a
what
reason
is
why
it?
it doesn't get played until, like, 8 o'clock at night.
Is it porn?
No, it was on ABC3.
Oh,
I don't know
like,
if you guys
is it
can
the-
tell, but I'm losing
Is
my
it those
shit
like
over
two
here.
anime shows that play out of order?
Yeah, it was basically
SAO.
vampire. Like, well, it's called Vampire Night for a reason, but it's just vampires, like chaotic vampires murdering stuff like that, love affairs. It's great. It's a
Oh,
good
hell
show.
yeah.
I recommend it.
Yeah, Yuki
I
Cross
think
would be
I've
like,
seen that. Wait a minute.
yeah.
Okay,
I'm
Matt.
the television
Matt, you can
day.
probably
If
you can
if
probably
you
speak
describe-
to me on this one here, Matt. But did you ever record did you ever have so you'd only have 2 episodes of Clone Wars recorded, and you'd get to a point that you'd watch them so much that you could recite every line of it?
Season 3, episode 15.
Oh, which one was that?
It doesn't
I
matter the
can't remember.
timestamp.
Oh yeah, it just remembers the
Oh.
entire timestamps of every single
I
line.
think
Oh,
it
you
was
guys are
22
fuckers.
minutes
You
and
can
16
record
seconds. I watched that one a lot.
What was the plot? What was the plot?
Fuck, I can't remember. Oh no, I legit only remember the thing. It was
Not a true fan.
It's season 3, so we're talking. Oh, is it the Mortis arc, maybe?
think so. I was like 8 when I did this. I don't remember arcs. I just remember the fucking basis of what the thing was.
Understandable. I had 2 episodes that I had recording. I think they were both season 2. The first one was the season 2 one, like the Cargo of Doom, where they have to try and get the holocron back from Cad Bane. I had watched that way too much. I can still visualize the scene where Rex
Wait, sorry. Let me cut
bonks
in.
his
Have you,
helmet.
is it you that hasn't watched season 6?
Yeah, I haven't watched season 6.
Yeah,
we
he
we
can't bring
talk about
himself.
Clone Wars.
He can't bring himself to watch it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
for emotional reasons. If I never watch it, Clone Wars never ends.
It never finishes.
Oh, Mitch, you were right. See, it was the Ghost of Mortis arc.
Oh,
It was that-
called it.
It was 17, and it was the one. It was just that one scene where Anakin just broke loose, and just when you got into that rage.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh,
you could
yeah,
see
yeah,
the
yeah.
Darth
Both the
Vader
light
come
and
up
the
in
dark.
back. That was
Oh.
just I watched that so many times.
Oh yeah.
What a moment.
Yeah, the other one I would always watch is the one where Kenobi's on the ground and they're chasing General Grievous. So Rex, Jesse, Kix, and I think it was Hardcase go off and bark speeders. And Rex gets shot by a sniper. So it's one with Cutler Quain where he's in the house and they get attacked by commando droids. Which was just one of those episodes that I watched.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah. I know what you're on about.
Yeah, it's the one where like, Tank 2, port side! And shoots a rocket out of midair. And it's actually impressive as hell that they have that much coordination.
What season was that in?
I think that was season 2.
Season 2
Good.
episode.
I don't know what episode it was.
Oh,
It
when
was-
was Ahsoka introduced again?
The movie, so that's a...
She was in. It was in season 1. She
Yeah,
was in
Christophsis
Mm.
in the movie.
her first episode was, I believe, was number 2.
Yeah, because
Oh,
isn't the first one... Oh, wait, what is the
first one's when they get first
Oh, Ambush, yeah.
ambush. Second one's rising male violence when
Rising Malevolence.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
You can say it better than I can. That's when they have the new weapon, the Separatists do.
Yeah,
I think
the
it's
big
right,
iron
yeah.
caster.
3 or 4 is when she gets introduced. Her first main episode, like where she's a main, is number 6, which is Droid and Doubtful Droid, which is
Oh,
when
yeah,
Archer
that
goes
one.
missing and then they get the gold.
Wait, was that
beam.
the solo mission?
Nah, that was the one
no,
where
no.
they introduced the Separatist.
Separatist Droid?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Undercover
Then knock
Separatist
off
Droid.
R2D2. Alright, so I think we've ranted about Clone Wars enough, if anyone's
But,
still
Yay.
with
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
I think we need to start a petition so Mitch isn't a bitch and watches the 6th season.
Alright, look.
Because the 6th
If this-
season, the
if
last
this
3
episode-
episodes are killer.
I don't want to watch
Mm,
Five
but-
Star.
I know.
Good.
I don't
But,
want
like,
to watch Five Star.
You gotta sort of understand that, like, Mitch has a good point in, like, the emotional impact it'll bring for him.
Five Star.
Like, you know,
But-
it's not like he's like, oh, I'm too lazy, I have other things to watch.
I
That's
know
a
he's not-
different
I know.
story.
I know exactly why he's not doing it, but I just think
Alright, fine then.
I
How about
think
this?
it's worth it.
you just need to, like, it's
How
just
about-
something.
How about
building,
this, Matt? I will watch season 6 if this episode gets more than 40 likes.
I am making.
Ooh.
That's a low bar.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
wow.
care. It's Clone
Ooh.
Wars. I'll still watch it.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'll make it 50. We'll go 50.
No, Mitch, even if you don't want to watch Five Star, all you gotta do is watch the last 11, 12, and 13 of season 6.
Alright,
Last 3
fine.
episodes. It doesn't have anything to do with before that. It's just it's a little bit of a Yoda arc.
Oh
and
yeah, I've
it's
watched the Yoda
killer.
arc. I've
Yeah.
watched the Yoda arc.
It's killer where he
Goes
finds
to
out how to become a
learns
Force
how to
Ghost.
become a Force Ghost. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
only one I've watched. I haven't watched the
have you watched those 3? They're killer.
Mm.
So,
Yeah. If
Oh,
this
there's-
gets 50 likes, I will watch the last
If
5
this
stars.
gets 10k likes, guys.
Do you want to join my gift card giveaway?
No, we're not going down this road.
No.
Okay.
The
You know what else was
Skrillex
good?
intros.
you know what else
Oh,
was
no.
Guys.
you know what else was good though, Mitch?
What else is good?
The when Obi-Wan goes into
Oh, it's the boss?
disguise and he becomes a
Oh, the
hunter.
bounty hunter, dude.
He's disguised
He
and
is
then
the
he's hunted.
coolest fucking bounty hunter. His helmet is so fucking cool.
So cool. And
It
he just
literally
sees
is.
the whole fucking thing, and then he's Obi-Wan's funeral and then everything. And it worked out so well, and then all of a sudden, Anakin goes to kill the bounty hunter, and he gets force pushed away, and Anakin's just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
It's-
We just
Oh,
opened the
that was so much
Pandora's
fun.
box of Star Wars talk.
yeah. Once you start talking about it, you can't shut me up.
Yeah, true.
Alright,
I thought we were going to
Terry,
save this for a specific
anyway.
episode.
So anyway,
Anyway.
Bad
Would-
Batch.
Nick,
Yeah, where'd you
you got
guys
anything
grow up?
nostalgic?
Yeah, no, because that's the thing. Call me a commie, but I get nostalgic when I see, like, Chinese architecture.
Hmm.
Did
Yeah.
you guys grow up close to here?
I grew up
I-
like literally
Uh,
5 minutes down the road.
No, I grew up another place.
Yeah, I've only ever moved house once.
It was Victoria, but like,
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
I've
Is that the
moved
place you're talking
house
about where
twice.
like your old house was being used as a grow house?
Okay, so basically,
What?
I'll briefly explain this. When I was like, what was it, like eight or younger, we built a house. We moved out, and then 2 years ago, the house got raided, and it was found with 300 marijuana plants in it, and the whole house was destroyed from the inside out.
Oh hell yeah.
Yikes.
So yeah, childhood home got destroyed. It's great.
It's
And,
been a rip.
but
What
no,
you
they-
love?
they've rebuilt it all and people live there now. So
People
Nice.
live there. Whether or not they're high, different story.
I'm pretty sure I had
I'm
it
just,
cracked
I'm
down.
just,
like
I'm
a
just
few-
glad
few
they
houses
didn't
down.
find my 3 other plants.
They
was
was
a-
they
they
didn't
were-
find the
they were-
rest.
They're a bitch to get back though. I had to fucking sneak in there at night time and just
You realize you're exposing yourself right now.
yeah. I don't know
This,
what it is.
for legal
That's the
reasons,
whole-
this is a
that's the
joke.
whole- for legal reasons. it's a joke.
For legal reasons, joke.
I don't do drugs. I don't own plants. Weird.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine, Matt
The only
Black.
drugs I do is
He's
Panadol.
just an alcoholic.
just
He's
an
just an
alcoholic. I'm
alcoholic.
actually drinking right now, so
I
that
don't doubt that at all.
Of course he is.
I went on
Just having a
last
sip.
I was drinking last night. I was drinking tonight, so
Hi, welcome back to AA. I've been sober for about 2 seconds now.
2 seconds now.
It's bringing me flashbacks to my own therapy stuff.
Ooh.
No, I thought of one thing that was like, it generally does hold like a lot of nostalgic memories to me, and I suppose this is something quite common for sort of age group and kids who are older than us. But did you guys ever have like somewhat memories made at Blockbuster shops?
Oh, Blockbuster.
Oh, I never saw
Yes.
a single one.
I
There
went
was-
to
there
Video
used to be-
Easy.
Vivid
There
ones.
used to be one like down in like Heathmont shops.
Do you mean like Video Easy, into like old movie shops? Sort of
Yeah.
things?
No, like an actual Blockbuster.
I never had a Blockbuster. We haven't had Dan
Oh.
Trub and we
Am
haven't
I
had
the only one who's actually ever shopped at a Blockbuster?
I think I might have
think
gone
it
to a
is.
Blockbuster.
I didn't even realize about Blockbusters in Australia.
I
thought it
remember there was a video.
Yeah,
oh,
there
wait,
was
was
one
a video?
until a couple years ago.
I think there was a Video Easy somewhere
Yeah.
in Bayswater.
Yeah, I
there was a
remember
Video
those.
Easy. I think
Yeah,
it
there
was
was
a
one of
Blockbuster
those.
in Baronia. No, maybe Baronia. I don't remember really.
The main one I know was the Heathmont one, but like I remember just having so many memories there, going there like every like Saturday night, Saturday afternoon with like my dad picking up some movies, and then we'd have hot dogs for dinner because my mum would be like working late. She hates hot dogs,
Mm.
and I used to always nag to get those like tubs of fairy floss, but my parents would never buy it for
I still remember going to one of those and picking up games and renting out games like the PS3. And like,
me. Yeah.
I remember when
Oh,
the Video
gosh.
Easy in Bayswater was shutting down. I bought like Black Ops 1 from it, for, like $9, and I was like, damn, that's the best purchase of my life.
Yeah.
And it still is to this day.
It still is.
That's strong. Strong.
Black Ops the One is just a great purchase. Well, actually, while we're on topic of games, Mitch, what are you thinking about the
the new Call,
Call
of Duty.
Cold War?
Oh, holy shit!
Oh,
don't
no.
start me on it.
I
Oh,
haven't
looking,
looked at
It's
it.
looking so good.
I am. It looks so good, and
It's
I think I'm
looking so
more
good.
interested. I'm more interested in it because it's like the Cold War, and I want to see how historically correct they are.
Yeah, I want to see how
Ooh, yeah.
well they do it.
Mm.
I want to see how much there is the cross between Modern Warfare, the current Call of Duty, and
Mhm,
Cold War.
true.
Wasn't there a controversy over the depiction of women?
In which one?
Modern Warfare, I think.
Yeah,
I don't
it
think
might have been, but I don't
I
remember.
don't
There-
know. I
Modern
don't
Warfare
really
have
remember
few
that.
controversies to it.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, one of the main ones was in the campaign. They talked about the Highway of Death, and they said in the invasion the Russians bombed it, which is a reference to the actual Highway of Death that was bombed by a coalition of forces during the invasion of Iraq, which kind of annoyed some people because it's like historical revisionism in the favor of the West. So some people got a bit mad over that, which I mean, understandable, but at the same time, this is just sort of referencing it. But it's just, well, we can't say it's coalition force because these have been the good guys here, and we wouldn't be trying to do that. But a lot of Modern Warfare's campaign just felt like it was designed to create controversy. I guess a lot of it was built onto the idea that any publicity is good publicity.
Hmm.
Yeah, Cold War is looking really good. The one thing that kind of confuses me is that it's being considered a direct sequel to the events of Black Ops 1, which kind of confuses me because isn't
Yeah.
half of
Oh,
Black
yeah.
Ops 2 a direct sequel to the events of Black Ops
exactly,
1?
and it's called Black Ops 2, and it's the second Black Ops, so it's like a sequel. I kind of was just like, it doesn't make complete sense.
Mm.
You know, when I was younger, I thought Black Ops was the name of the series.
Yeah, I was like at some point like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Also, while you've got me on games, so we're gonna be stuck here for a while.
Oh,
The new
boy.
Lego
Another
Star
Pandora's
Wars,
box.
the new Lego Star Wars trailer was released yesterday.
Oh, I haven't watched
there
it.
is
But
a
it's
new
new
one,
so I haven't
and
watched
it is looking awesome. It is
Wait,
looking genuinely so good.
Is it the Skywalker saga or is it?
It's a
which
Star
is
Wars,
it?
guys. It's all the movies.
Do we get Clone Wars as well?
We get
Oh, yes.
we get everything.
Oh yes.
It's amazing. The gameplay, the style, the cutscenes. It's got the comedic. It's got the comedic side that all the old
Last and Sith Lord.
original games had. It's got it's still got that comedy side of it, which is what people were looking for.
Is it voiced
But,
or is it not?
Alright, so at the moment they have voice actors,
Oh no.
but I believe I've heard from second sources that they're making an option so you can just have groans, so you don't actually have to have voice.
Yes.
You can
Oh
just have
my
groans
god,
and shit.
yes.
That's not confirmed, but that's
I
what
really want
people
that
are
to be a
hearing.
thing.
So,
I really want that.
but
to
even
be
if
a
they
thing.
have voice actors, they've actually used good voice actors, like
Oh, have
the voice.
Well,
actors
yeah,
for-
if they use like the Clone Wars
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Oh, they haven't used Clone Wars. They've used
Oh.
for Leia and Han. They've used the Leia and Han that they've used for Battlefront 2.
They were alright.
They were good. No, they played it really well.
Yeah, they
in my
did-
opinion,
they
my
did pretty
opinion,
well.
in my opinion, the Leia sound like a young Carrie Fisher from Battlefront 2. They sound pretty similar.
Yeah,
So
I
reckon
mean,
that's gonna be
I haven't
good.
played too much of those. They're not my favorite heroes, so I don't actually hear them all that much. Yeah, no, I can
played them.
definitely see it. They don't do a bad job, but the Han one's a bit. is
They
not
don't
as
do a
good.
bad job, but I reckon, yeah, it's not going to be as good as Groans.
Yeah.
Oh, they better have James Taylor for Obi-Wan.
Yeah, no, honestly, they're better. It's got to either be McGregor or him. And if it's anyone else,
Yeah.
alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a new game coming out. But the thing was, it was supposed to be released last year.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Oh.
the release date was for December last year, and now it's been moved to spring next year.
Oh,
So
yeah.
next year around May, I think,
Okay.
Okay.
or March.
So not us.
Yeah, not
What
our
was that?
spring. American
Autumn.
Northern
Yeah.
Hemisphere
American
spring.
Autumn.
Our autumn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
I actually
that's
heard about
not
it
too
last
far.
year.
Oh, what do you think? What do you think of Star Wars Squadrons, Matt?
I'm hyped for it.
You're
I reckon
hyped
it's
for
gonna be good.
I kind of like
I mean-
the way. I kind of like the way they're bringing it to consoles, and I kind of like how it's
Mhm.
going to be like a first-person version of it. Because I'm trying to think, there aren't really any games that have done like first-person fighter piloting properly
Exactly.
on console, especially. Like, I mean, it's definitely on PC. I mean, Microsoft
Hmm.
Flights, and everyone's flying to fucking Jeffrey Epstein's island and trying to solve the case themselves.
I've seen that. No, but I reckon it's gonna be good because they're bringing in. I love how they're not just having, because on Battlefront 2 you've just got the heroes like
Yeah.
battleships, and you've only got certain. But these ones they're actually bringing in Rebels characters, bringing Clone Wars characters, bringing in
Mm,
like bounty hunters, bringing in a whole bunch of people
yeah, I'm
to
glad
just
they're
use
doing
straight
that.
the Starfighter assault sort of thing, which is I reckon is gonna be really good, and it's gonna have a story behind it as well,
Yeah.
which I think is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I honestly just want to hurry up and get in a Y-Wing. That shit's gonna be so much fun. My only real
Yeah.
disappointment is that I can't just be like broadside and fucking axe and just fly out in a proper Y-Wing with my tail gunner and everything, or a V19
I just want
Torrent.
you. I just want you. I just want to use the Ghost. I just want to fly around and destroy people in the Ghost.
Oh, it's understandable.
That's gonna be awesome.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
hyped. That
you know
comes
what I
out in
would like to be
October.
able to do? I would like to see capital ship combat.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I'd like to see like fleets
and you can like
of Star
custom.
Destroyers.
Yeah.
yeah.
And you can like customize your own fleet and shit. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like, so you can finally make the Imperial Star Destroyer an actually good ship, give it more point defense.
Yeah. All right. I think we might get off the topic of us rambling on because
Yeah.
they're just sitting there like. All right. So what else do we have on our list to talk
Well,
about?
we were on about nostalgia and stuff like that, so I think we haven't really spoken upon that much. So I think if we can stay on that topic a little more.
So does anyone else have any other nostalgic moments that they think of? What does nostalgia bring to your mind,
Oh,
guys?
since you guys talked about games, good game Spawn Point.
Oh no.
Oh my god!
Darren.
I saw
Darren.
Darren. He streams on Twitch now.
Darren
Does
streams
he?
on Twitch
No,
now?
way.
he streams on
He
Twitch.
streamed.
Holy shit, that's impressive.
And I
What,
saw
what
it.
kind
I
of
went,
viewers does he pull?
1,000, 2,000 a stream, I believe.
It's not bad for a robot.
For a robot.
That brings a new meaning to subbot.
Yikes! AI technology.
Okay, I think we're talking. I think we're talking about a different person here. Were you talking about the robot or the male character that was on the show?
Oh god damn it! You're telling
I
me
was talking-
Darren doesn't stream?
No, I'm like,
You
wait
mean
a minute,
Barjo?
Barjo. That's what.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
who
I'm
it is.
disappointed.
I
Oh,
knew Bajo streamed, but I thought you were like, oh, Darren also does it now, and I was like, oh, sick.
How the fuck could a robot stream on?
wait, why do I remember someone called Goose on the show? Is that?
Oh
like-
yeah, Goose was like their news reporter type of guy who would be
Oh,
like their
yeah.
expendable third person.
What was the
Mhm.
lady's name?
Hex.
Chick's name.
That's it, Hex.
Yeah. Bajo.
Mm. Yeah, that, shit was
show
nostalgic.
just every
Okay,
night at 8
Let's
o'clock.
keep it real here. Studio 3 was the best show on ABC3 beyond like
Studio
full
3.
productions.
Oh,
Like when they had the original cast where it was like Kane and
Yeah.
Lauren, I think
Kane
it was.
and Amberly.
Oh
Amber
yeah,
was it.
and
Amberly.
whoever it was.
Amberly, yeah.
Yeah.
And like sort of Scotty with the prank patrol.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
how
Scotty.
they,
I
how they
liked
do like
that.
the Australia Day
Yeah.
backyard cricket stuff.
It was such a shit moment when they switched from ABC3 to ABC Me.
Yeah,
And the
honestly.
content
Oh, yeah.
on there.
I
Oh, yeah.
stopped watching it
Hmm.
before
Yeah, I'd stopped
that
watching
even
before
happened.
then.
I just like suddenly I was at my cousin's because my cousin was a lot younger and he was more at that title age for that channel
Mm.
Yeah.
at the time. And I was around and I started to him and went, ABC Me.
Yeah,
What's
you're
that?
like, what is this
And-
new channel?
Yeah. And he was like, oh, it's ABC3. And I was like, what? They've changed it?
Mhm.
And I was
Yeah.
just like, why?
That was when it also just its content just took a massive turn because I remember
Yeah.
waking up at 7 o'clock every morning to watch the same cartoon and shit like that. And the next thing you know, it's become this. It was more like, it wasn't kids cartoons as such. It was more like economical sort of stuff, like what's going on in like the news, like so kids
There
would
was
understand.
ABC3 News or whatever.
Yeah, but it was more. It wasn't really cartoons. It was more serious sort of thing. If
Yeah.
I think
It
it's
was
the right
deeper
word
sort
for
of
it, but-
stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah. If you guys could define your early childhood with one show, what would you go with?
Oh, I can't remember what it's called.
I'm trying to think for myself here. I've got two real options. I'm thinking either Thomas the Tank Engine, because of course. I'm trying to remember the other one. Like I have small pictures in my mind, but I can't actually.
Oh my god!
Can't actually
this
tell you what
is-
it was.
oh. Did any of you watch Flipper and Lapaka?
Doesn't
The
ring a-
guy with the dolphin?
No, it doesn't ring a bell for me.
Hey, I used to watch. Oh, it was my favorite. I used to always like come out from my room and sit in the living room and just watch that for ages.
What's one show?
And it-
What's one show that everyone watched? Like Emily's is the Flipper one. What's the one show that everyone like watched religiously? Like you would like get out every
Oh,
night.
okay. No, you just sent. So you just sent the sent the like the.
The photo,
the
photo,
photo
of
of
it,
it. Okay, no, I know. I've seen that before.
yeah. Yep.
I've seen it before. That's
Um,
just like.
oh no, I haven't seen that.
I kind of remember
Yeah.
a little bit. Don't remember too much, but it's like, couldn't he like breathe underwater for a stupid long amount of time or something like that?
Yeah, like his family would be like these like marine sort of biologist sort of people, but they'd be there to like save the animal sort of vibe thing, and he could talk to the dolphins and stuff. Yeah, and there was the sharks that were like the evil guys and stuff like that.
As you'd expect, they are sharks.
hmm
Octonauts.
Oh, okay, no, no, that kind of was a show.
I couldn't really stand that show.
I
I'm sending.
if I wasn't so fascinated with just marine creatures in general, I wouldn't have been able to stand the show. But like I was, so I was able to stand the show for way too long.
Did any of you guys watch Alien Stole My Parents?
Oh yeah, that show. Oh my god.
That show was on 8 o'clock every morning on a weekday, and I would get ready by
wait, I
school
just
and sit
remembered
in
what it's
front of the TV 8 o'clock every Wednesday. Every weekday just to watch that show, and it was just killer.
I don't remember
It
that one
was-
much too much. I remember like Fairly Odd Parents and stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah, everyone remembers the
Yeah.
Oh,
Those sorts
Yeah.
of classics.
Does anyone remember the Koala Brothers?
Koala Brothers, yes.
Yes.
no, I
Yes.
didn't watch that.
That is a childhood-defining
Yes,
show.
that is a very iconic, very Aussie, very iconic.
Oh yeah, that's like pure Aussie. That combined with the original like live version of Bananas in Pajamas, the original version where they were just in massive dress-up costumes.
Mm.
Those are like the true sort of like defining moments of like what on earth Australian
Wait,
children TV was to
Massive
me.
dress-ups.
Yeah, have you not seen the original one where they're like, it's people in banana costumes?
That scares me.
Same.
Did
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, like the Teletubbies? They were all
I was
females.
just about to say about Teletubbies. They're all 6 feet tall, like or like
What?
7. Oh no, sorry, they're like 7
Yeah.
feet tall or something.
Yeah, massive, massive.
And like on the screen, they're like, "Oh, these little things." The next thing you know, it's a 7 foot tall giant standing in your. It was funny and a bit scary as a child to realize that shit, this thing that you thought was all cute and stuff is actually 7 foot tall and could easily just.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
show
it could
must have,
crush
yeah.
you.
that show must have played with
Dead.
perspective so
Mhm.
much to get them to look at all small.
Mm.
Okay, but I'm going back to like just that point where you would have almost just been almost a pure ABC3 watcher here.
Oh my god!
In the Night
Sorry,
Garden.
I remember something.
Yo.
Oh, I loved the song. The intro and the outros were like
Mm.
my only favorite part.
Macapaka was the best character.
Yo, where it collects his
Yeah,
rock.
yeah, yeah. We simp for it.
Macapaka.
We simp
We
for the
love
rock,
Macapaka.
man.
Was the shit.
Oh, I'm trying to remember. There was
Wait,
like
what
Does
was
two-
it?
anyone
Like,
remember?
taking a finger and then tracing like your palm.
Oh, I don't remember.
Probably, knowing me and my dumb self, I would have.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one show I just like saw an image of it now, and this was like, I still have the theme song just stuck in my head, and every now and then it comes back to me. But Fireman Sam.
Oh yes, no, the
Yo.
original one, like the
Yeah,
proper
that-
claymation
Oh
one.
yeah. I know.
Oh,
They've like got whole new animation for it. It's like the same with Bob the Builder, and it's
Yeah,
just
same with
terrible
Bob the
now.
Builder
and
The
same with
old,
Nice
the
Pajamas.
old clay animations were so much well done.
They were
And
so- they were
you
so
better
much
were
better.
saying like, and on the topic of Fireman Sam and clay animations was Postman Pat.
Oh yes,
I
yep.
was just
Again,
gonna
Postman
bring up
Pat.
Postman Pat.
One of those classics.
The cat, the intro to that
Postman
song.
Pat. Postman
Postman
Pat.
Pat.
Postman
Postman
Pat.
Pat. And his black and white cat.
White cat.
Early
Early in the
Oh, yeah, that's kinda
morning.
racist.
When the day is just dawning. Is that it? I don't remember it. Picks up
I
all
don't
the
remember.
post something in its
Okay, this
bag.
isn't a karaoke session now.
What
Yeah.
what
Might as
movies
well
can we- What movies can you think of that were?
Oh, that reminded me. Was it called The Magic Pudding?
I didn't watch it.
It's one of
I
those
haven't heard of
films
that.
my mom's side of the family sort of like pressured me to sort of watch. It's like the movie, I look back at it now and like I don't know why I wasn't like generally terrified of it, because it actually is kind of weird and wacky and crazy,
Mm.
like to the point where it's literally a pudding who's a man, and yeah, they're running around to get him all the time just to eat him. Like that's basically the
Mhm.
storyline.
Damn,
Oh,
there's
okay.
something going on.
I remembered it now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, wait, no, not Blinky Bill. Wait, is it Blinky Bill?
Yeah,
It's
Blinky
the
Bill.
koala. Like the
Yeah.
original
Yeah,
ones
yeah.
of those, again, so much better. And
Do you,
like,
does anyone here remember Brum?
yes,
Oh
Brum
my
was the
God.
shit.
Brum was the
Brum was the
Okay,
shit.
Brum was this little car.
Oh,
and he
yeah,
Yeah, the-
drove
the
around
yellow car
and
with
he
eyes.
solved mysteries.
It goes around Birmingham, that's why it's called Brum.
yeah.
It's
Wait,
got
what?
a Birmingham accent, yeah? That's why it's
Yeah.
I
awesome.
watched that show
Oh.
religiously.
Yeah,
I
that
slept
was
with
like
a little
a-
Brum toy car.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
just,
yeah.
I
it
don't know
was
why
just the
but
shit.
Brum always reminded me of The Little Tugboat, which was a story. I don't think they actually made it into a show,
yeah,
but it was
true.
a little book that I used to read.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
true.
And it was probably like my favorite one of those golden, what are they called? Golden,
Oh yeah, the golden books, yeah.
the
Like with
yeah,
like
those
the,
things.
and the red caboose, little red caboose. That was the other
The
Oh,
one.
Little
yeah,
Red
yeah,
Caboose.
yeah.
Oh, I loved the Little Red. Oh, I still have those
It's been
books.
great.
I
It's
still
Just
have a
nutting
few of them.
into.
I love how this works though, because like we talked about one thing, and all of a sudden we just about
Yeah,
to
and it
branch
just
into
creates this
so
whole
much other stuff.
reaction.
You remember
That's
it.
how like
Alright, so
nostalgia works.
how about we move a little
Anyway.
bit further here? What would be like
Oh.
your late childhood, early teens type of what show would be defining that?
We know mine.
The Amazing World of Gumball was my like.
Okay, I'm keeping it real.
Hmm.
The
And
one
Adventure
show that I
Time.
can truly remember from there was the Iron Man like animated one that they did,
Yeah.
where Tony
yeah.
Stark was like
Yeah.
a teenager, and I can
Yep.
still remember the theme song.
The stood
honestly-
up scenes.
Oh, the suit up scenes are so impressive,
Mhm.
Yeah, it was generally
That show was
like
so well animated.
made.
and it was just that itch for the almost cartoony gunfire sort of stuff that you get with some Star Wars
Yeah.
stuff, but also a bit
Yeah.
more grounded in the current realities.
Mm.
I love while we're talking about like teenage shows, was just all the Adventure Time, regular show, and all that shit.
Regular show was the shit.
I missed all that
Oh
stuff.
yeah. man.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
Go, just every now and then it pops up.
Mhm.
You'd be
Yeah, I
sitting there
did
even through all the
discover-
ads.
Yeah, I did
Super
discover a
good.
lot of that on Go because like I wasn't in a privileged household where I
Oh.
was allowed to have Foxtel and
Yeah,
Nickelodeon
we never
and
had
stuff.
Foxtel either.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'd only
Oh,
get
I
the chance
did.
as well to watch that at my cousins because they could afford Foxtel and stuff
Mm.
like that. So like I think going into like late grade 6 into high school, I really wasn't on the TV anymore because a lot of that ABC3
Yeah, it was
and
just too,
Go stuff, except for the occasional cool movies, it
it was just
didn't
too
attract me anymore.
childish
So
for you.
that's when I made my break off onto YouTube and
Mhm.
shit like that.
Yeah, it was about the
So
same
that's-
for me too.
I think I'm gonna jump in here on a totally different topic, just with Nick. Nick, I have just accepted going to your funeral. If anyone hasn't checked, Nick's
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I just
yeah.
got a link to that, and I
Nick's
was
got an
like,
event
oh,
on Facebook saying Nick's saying he's creating an event. Nick's funeral, and the picture is a yellow casket with a Minion and a Captain America suit on it.
should we
Oh,
explain?
no.
Wait, Nick, you should probably explain why there is this funeral happening.
We mentioned it
Oh
earlier,
no,
but
yeah, didn't you
we'll
say
say it
no?
again.
Don't worry about it.
Okay,
It's a
alright.
joke for legal reasons. Essentially, to put it simply, Nick drank like a full-on massive cup of water, and it's currently contaminated, as we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has had the haunted water.
Yeah, he's had the haunted water.
I was gonna
Okay.
say boiled water tastes different.
Yeah, some of my other friends have also had
It's
it, but
different.
you know, I'm making a big deal out of it because it's me.
It's
Okay,
funny,
if you
yeah.
guys could define one browser game or one website or something to just define your childhood, what would it be?
Cool Mass
Cool
Games.
Mass
Cool
Games.
Maths games, yeah. I was expecting
Well,
that.
that
that's
was
the
it, that was
site.
inevitable.
That's the site. But what's
Yeah.
the game?
Oh, either
Pop
Run
Tropica.
2, either Run or one of
Papa's
the
Freeze.
Bloons Tower Defense. One of
Yeah,
them.
if it's
Oh,
not
Balloon
BT
Tower
Fireboy,
Defense,
Fireboy and Water Girl.
Oh,
Speaking of-
true, yeah. Fireboy and
Oh,
Water Girl
yeah,
was the
Fire
shit.
Nostalgic
Water Girl.
games though, like this game that aren't even on Cool Mass Games.
Uh,
Wizard 101, Minecraft, and
No,
Roblox.
play them.
I never played Wizard 101. Minecraft.
Oh,
and
what's
Roblox.
that?
Yeah, they're a bit
Oh,
nostalgic
what's
for
it
me.
called? What's it called?
Are you trying to say
Same
World
as-
of Warcraft?
Same as Pop Tropica.
No.
Oh, Pop Tropica?
no,
Yeah, that was the shit.
I don't think a lot of other kids. Oh, it sucks. I can't find it now because every time I try to like think about it, it just comes up with Kahoot, but it's not Kahoot. It
What
started
is it?
with K. It was like this building, like animate thing. You could create like animation sort of
Anime.
still thing. No, animation stuff.
Pivot
Like-
Animator.
It started with K. I could not think of it.
Hmm.
I had the game. We used to do it for school and stuff. Oh,
I remember
I'm
on
never
every
gonna
single
figure it out.
school computer in primary school, they had Pivot Stick Finger Animator. And
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was like the ultimate thing. You'd just be spamming enter and moving around, and someone would never really create the fucking one where they both fucking do each other from behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, inevitably someone would be doing that.
Yeah, and then
Uh,
the kick in the nuts as well.
Oh, the kicking nuts, but instead of someone just, taking it or clutching at their balls, they go back off the screen and get deleted.
Yeah,
It's the
like they
entire
fly
way.
all the way to the other side and then they just disappear.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
just that man, he's no more. Or like, you manage to build a car and someone gets hit by it and just gets run over. I remember doing that sort of shit.
Yeah, I remember we had like file pathways for everyone to store their stuff in, and the kids discovered that you can just go into other kids' folders and delete stuff,
Oh.
and it was anarchy.
I remember the one time I was truly proud of an animation. It was like a proper good old sword fight. I remember if I looked at it now, it'd be shit. But like for there, it was pretty impressive. And it was kind of like I was actually proud of something for once.
I just want to add in on a totally different note. There was the crocodile who was spotted in Florida because how they got hurricanes and floods over there.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
seen going down the main road with a pool noodle.
Wait, was it a crocodile or an
Florida.
alligator?
A crocodile with a pool noodle.
You meant an alligator, right?
Wait, yeah, alligator?
No, it was a crocodile.
And
The
a
news
crocodile in
the news thing-
Florida.
The news thing says crocodile.
That's I think the fact that the
Probably
crocodile's the big
means
shit.
an alligator.
Right, probably means
Yeah,
alligator.
it's the same.
What?
Some big long green thing with teeth was seen going down the
Some-
A T-Rex.
with a pool noodle. With a pool
Jurassic.
noodle.
Something,
reptile.
some ancient leftover from the Jurassic had a pool noodle from the 21st century.
And it was
No,
going
it's
to
one of
2020.
those props from the Hollywood like storage facility.
It's clear it's a
for
prop
movies.
from
It's
Jurassic
cut
Park.
out.
Genetically modified croc that is actually from the Jurassic has escaped. Run while you still have legs to carry you.
he has his pool noodle.
Yes, pool noodle. You're okay.
What would like be everyone's like main like sort of into the more definitely high school starting stage that was just something that really described their life, whether it was like particular YouTubers or games and shit. Or music.
Ooh. Rainbow
Um,
Six Siege. That would define everything. That would define me raging like shit. It would define my YouTube. It would define everything really. From
Mine's
like end of year 7 onwards.
mine's
That
Star
game
Wars
just changed
Battlefront.
from there.
Mine's Star Wars Battlefront 1.
The original,
2015.
the original remake.
2015, yeah.
That one was good.
That was I played that game religiously. I got max level. I did everything I could just to
when
be
that
the
game was
level.
out, my disc of the original, like the first one from like 2003, still worked. So I never got that one. So I was just playing like the original.
Oh, I still play the original as well. So I still my
disc
PS.
stopped
I used my
working.
PS2 the other week.
My
I was playing
disc
Kung Fu
stopped
Panda.
working.
I was playing Kung Fu Panda on my PS2 the other day.
As you do.
Master Oogway.
Yeah, legitimately. Oh yeah, my Discord name is Master Oogway for everyone that doesn't know, because I am Master Oogway. But I was playing it, and I'm like, what the fuck? It still works. Played SingStar. That was fun.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
Nice.
SingStar.
Karaoke master over here.
That was the
Just
shit.
Dance.
Just Dance. Oh no. On the Wii,
Oh, I have that.
I remember
still.
that- I remember that at, like, a
can't find my
friend's house.
controllers.
and I was like, oh, that's Just Dance. I looked at the box. It was like Just Dance 2009, and I was
I
like,
think the last Just
shit,
Dance
I'm
game I
that
have
old.
is 2016. I think that's the last Just Dance game.
The
I
only
Wii U.
Just Dance type thing that I learned and did was the Star Wars Just Dance type game where it had the solo.
I
I
God.
knew that dance off by heart. I still do.
I still
I know all
remember
the
the
song.
Rasputin one.
Yeah, same. I remember that.
Rasputin.
I know that whole song.
But yeah, I think for me, this is a no-brainer for you guys, but definitely FNAF. I had
never.
a-
She really did
I
have a
had a
FNAF
phase.
phrase.
I really did. I with my terrible art abilities back in those days, I would.
Oh no, fanfiction?
No. I'd do fan art and I'd put it up on my wall, and I don't know why it wouldn't terrify my family because I would like use my watercolor to create blood and stuff, and I don't know why it didn't generally worry them and think, huh, maybe we need to take Emily away from the internet because she's got animatronics bleeding on her wall.
I never played FNAF as a kid. Just
Yeah,
like
I
I
Oh,
always.
I have all
I
of them. I watched Markiplier. Like I would listen to Living Tombstone 24/7.
but that's just a theory. A game theory.
Game theory.
Oh gosh.
Oh god.
Wait, food theory.
Oh,
Let's just agree, 2020's gone to shit compared to every other year.
Oh yeah, that happened in the first couple of months. Shit
Yeah.
just got
Mm.
As
worse.
much as,
Yeah,
like,
Matt made
everyone-
a video
yeah.
on why the Kool-Aid Man is the next big Marvel villain.
Oh, no.
Well,
Don't
why
worry,
is it?
Jonestown, there's definitely not something in the Kool-Aid.
Oh, good
I
old
don't
cool.
know. I look at last year and I was like, oh, 2021 was such a bad year. And like now 2020 is worse. And it's sort of like everyone like shitted on 2016.
Everyone should
I
every
didn't
year.
have. Yeah, I mean, true.
Wait, what happened?
But,
What
like-
happened in 2016 that made it bad?
I don't remember. That's more than a year
I
ago.
really. There were probably some like global events happened, and my bad for
Oh,
not
that was when Trump got
remembering them.
elected.
That's true. as soon as Trump got elected, everything went bad, let's be honest. But 2016 wasn't that much a bad year for me. I think if I had to pick any year that really speaks to me that I want to go back to is 2016 because
Oh,
that was
no.
kind of
Oh,
No, like,
I just realized. No,
as
that's
much
the
as
start.
they-
That's year 7. No, I'm good. I'm not going back to
yeah.
that.
I was
Oh, no,
I
I'm
was
not going
yeah
back
I was
there.
feral in year 7. I would run around and threaten to ankle bite everyone. That's not a joke.
Don't
but
What?
that yeah no, I was terrifying in year 7.
Oh,
Seven
glad I
was
didn't know you
me and
then.
Trogan.
No,
It was
you were glad. Like everyone who like I'm still close with now was like, yeah, Emily used to like pretty much abuse us in year 7, and I did. I was one of those kids. But what do you expect? I liked FNAF. But like,
well, you weren't even. How tall were you in year 7 anyway? So it was some
Oh, very
Uh,
sure.
you were some short.
Yeah.
guy
4 foot,
around
3'3".
Yeah, I was ve-
ankles.
I was the shortest kid in the year level.
Echo, 3'3".
That's why I said I would ankle bite everyone because I could pretty much.
She was
but, like,
2'1".
2016 was the year before like my life changed a lot drastically, and like going back to 2015 and 14, they were really bad years for me. So I'm kind of just like stuck with having to say 2016 because at the end of the day, as much as I hated myself then because I looked like a rat and I acted like a feral rat, I still had a
rat?
lot of fun that year.
Hmm.
But yeah, I still had a fun.
That's the same for me. 20. What was it? 2016. Was year 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like at the end of that year, pretty much. That year was like the change from 2016 to 2017 for me was massive. Like I
Mhm.
changed my identity entirely, like mainly because I moved, but I changed like everything about me, which I'm happy I did because I was a fucking idiot. I was such a I don't know what was going through my brain in those times, but it wasn't good.
Yeah, 2020's just been absolute shit so far.
Yeah, it hasn't been great.
It's
has it?
probably gonna get worse.
Yeah.
So-
we still have like a couple months.
Yeah, we still got a
Mm.
couple more months. It's gonna get
At the
3
end,
times
it'll
worse.
just be like December 32nd.
December 32nd, 2020 never ends.
What's going to happen is we're going to get to New Year's. It's going to be 3 to a happy New Year. And all you're going to hear is round 2.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Round 2. Fight.
Was I saw some people
Mega
were saying
Scott.
stuff like 2019 was the leak, 2020 is the trailer, 2021 is like the actual movie.
Oh no. Well, I reckon we're gonna have to catch you next week when we talk about the rest of the movie or whatever bullshit 2020 decides to throw at us now.
No, just like the new like spoilers from the trailer from
Yeah,
the
just the new
Yeah.
spoilers. You know.
Can't talk about the movie because it's not out yet.
Yeah, true.
yeah.
We'll talk about that
Coming to
eventually.
cinemas near you when they open again.
Coming to cinemas near you. Don't worry, the cinema's gonna come to you this time.
Literally.
Nice.
Well, thank you guys for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. Leave a like. If it gets over 50, I'll watch season 6. Don't forget that.
yeah, legitimately, I'll give everyone like that can prove to me they've liked it. Hit me up on Instagram or Snapchat. I'll give you like $5.
don't say that because you'll have to do it.
No, okay. I'll give you $1. Yeah, that's a good one. If you like it,
But
I'll give you
yes.
$1.
He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna remember.
No, yeah, if you remind me, that is. or you can get a good Star Wars fact or a crisp high five. You can
One
pick.
of the 3.
One of the 3 you can pick.
You can
Nice.
pick. So yeah,
We're privileged. We get options here.
we'll see you guys next time. Share it
Peace
around.
out.
Give it a like.
Bye.
Chuck a comment. Get some suggestions down below.
Follow our Instagram.
Yeah, follow the Instagram. It's in the description.
Bye.
See ya.
So,
Bye.
Fuck, I know what that